Hey, so this is an announcement for parents who are experiencing spanking or screaming at their children 1 to 5 times per week, being negative towards yourself, so negative self talk often throughout the day, feeling completely tireless, just afraid to get out the bed because you know you're going to be triggered and you don't feel like you're able to handle the triggers, overstimulation, overwhelm, power struggles. This is an announcement specifically for parents who've been experiencing this for a very long time, who have done tons of courses, watched tons of YouTubes, read tons of parenting books, and just certain cycles continue to loop over and over again, all the way to the point where you probably even are thinking that this is just it for me. Parenthood is just going to be like this forever. I am going to just feel like this in parenthood forever. If you're the parent of what society has labeled a strong-willed child, which most of us were labeled that, all of us, including this next generation. But if you are the parent of a child who society would call strong-willed, if you feel like the only reason that your child will listen to you is if you spank them or scream at them, if you have been attempting to break cycles and to experience more peace in parenthood for a very long time, but have not been able to do so consistently, if you desire more than even like your next breath, if you have a deep, deep desire to have a strong, authentic, and peaceful connection with your child. And when I say deep, I mean that I feel as though majority, if not all, people on the planet who have children want to experience a connection, a deep connection with their child. What I'm speaking to, or who I am speaking to specifically, are parents who it kills you. It almost kills you to spank them or to scream at them, even. It feels unbearable to use certain tactics that were used with you as a child. It feels like a part of you dies inside when you attempt to manipulate or force your child through threatening, screaming, spanking, etc. to do certain things. If it feels absolutely unbearable and it's just this deep, deep, deep desire to transform certain patterns of communication that a lot of us were conditioned and programmed with as children, and from our environment, society, family, past generations. If This is specifically an announcement for parents who the desire to parent from your peace and to follow your heart in life, and to continue to dream big, even though we've been conditioned to believe that once you become a parent, you can't do that anymore. This is an announcement specifically for parents who that desire runs deep. And lastly, this is specifically for parents who are committed to being supported. Parents who won't give up at the first sign of being triggered or irritated, right? Parents who are willing to put in the work, which is super simple and super practical, and is actually going to be inspired by you and co-created with you, and is oftentimes, foundationally speaking, just giving yourself permission to love and be loved and to acknowledge your worthiness and to rest more and relax more, but in very strategic and methodical ways that can be applied by even the most busy parent. So if any of those mentioned, if you fit the bill for at least even just one of those prerequisites that were just mentioned, this message is for you. So you see, when my child was 2 years old, I would have checked the box on all of those. I thought that parenthood was going to prevent me from experiencing healing and peace, and continuing on the path that I had started years prior to becoming a mother. But I was very wrong. For many of us, parenthood is giving us the triggers that we need so that we can see the bullshit that we have been believing for so long about ourselves. The stuff that we were conditioned from a very young age to believe about ourselves and others. And parenthood is, for a lot of us, giving us an opportunity to see ourselves from love. For many of us, parenthood is the ultimate invitation to us getting more skilled at creating boundaries, learning how to set boundaries peacefully, learning how to communicate peacefully, following our heart, not caring what anybody thinks, and creating our lives from our heart, our bliss, our peace, the peace and love that we are at our core. For many of us, parenthood is the beautiful, sweet catalyst. For a lot of us, parenthood is that sweet catalyst that comes in and basically says, hey, you might not be aware, but you really want to love yourself more than you can ever imagine. And you want to create your life from that love more than you can ever imagine. But there are a lot of blind spots. And boy, let me tell you, you have given yourself through this child an opportunity to see those blind spots and to transmute them and to heal and give and receive love beyond your wildest imagination. And it's going to look like this child is a hindrance to your growth, a burden. It's going to look like parenthood was not the wisest decision. For a lot of us, that's what parenthood is. It was and is an initiation to us being who we are here to be and who we want to be. But if we are operating under this belief that there's going to be world peace and that we're going to experience a harmonious relationship with a partner, or that we are going to manifest the partner of our dreams, or that we are going to experience the career of our dreams with a disharmonious relationship with our child, or with a disharmonious relationship in our home, When we use the parent-child relationship strategically in a way to help us heal and actualize and give ourselves permission to show up as the parent and being that we feel we are here to be, then that healing, that actualization, that love, that bliss, that awareness, all of that then seeps into every other area of our lives. And then that's when you usually attract the partner you're supposed to and meant to have. That's when your career takes off. That's when there are not so many kinks in the abundance realm, right? That's when we're operating more from the energy and vibration that we would love to create all the other areas of our lives from, right? So let's have some fun. Saturday, I am having a workshop. It is going to be at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Zoom, face-to-face, you and me. It's a workshop, a session, a jam session. It's going to be awesome. There are 2 ways that you can join. Access to this workshop also gains you access to the other 3 workshops that I'll have this month. And it also gains you access to a private Telegram channel that has tons of hours worth of exclusive content and more that gets added daily, weekly, almost daily. You'll have access to that as well. If you want info on the workshop, comment the word workshop below or DM me the word workshop. Let's have some fun recognizing that we are not these negative thoughts that come and go. Let's have some fun giving ourselves permission to parent from our peace, joy, and our excitement, and from a solution-oriented space instead of powerlessness, victimhood, or fear, which is what we learned and is not what we are. Let's create some solutions unique to us and what we're experiencing right now. And let's do this together. So again, if you want to join the workshop on Saturday and receive all that comes with it, comment or DM me the word workshop. The extra stuff that you get when you register for this, you start to receive immediately as well. Have the best day ever. Keep shining.